My perspective on the CPS school system in Chicago is that I think it needs to be improved. I feel like these kids aren't getting a fair chance. You know what I mean? If you compare the children academically to some of the other schools in the suburbs, and it's not fair. They're not being equipped with what they need to go on to high school and then from there college. I'm not sure exactly how many, but I know there were a lot of CPS schools that were closed. And so you have these underpaid, overworked teachers. You know what I mean? And some of the students, they're dealing with the inner city students who, you know, they're having a rough time in school anyway. So you have students who don't want to be there, some of them. And then you have teachers who don't want to be there. You know, they don't feel appreciated. Like that plays a big role. And I do know that each individual, you know, once you get to a certain age, a certain level, you are responsible for the decisions you make. But I don't think that when we first come out, they're not set up to have the same opportunities. I can actually give you an example. Like I noticed that I had a friend of mine who has a son, and she was lying about the address that they reside at just so he can attend a better school, you know, and she's now being investigated. They may ultimately kick him out because they feel like he needs to go within his zip code or however they have it set up. But it's crazy. She shouldn't even have to, that this mom has to lie about the address so her son can get a better education.
I went ahead and invited Bubba Buckwheat on stage with me with the pig and a box bag of my CDs, and I threw out the CDs to the people. And I gave them a 20, and I said, listen, let me catch you some of my CDs again.
The first time we met Kweli, I had no idea what he was talking about. I have to say, he speaks so fast and so slang. It was mysterious to me.
There is so much ego that goes on in these small urban communities that people always feel like they need to one-up somebody.
There's madness and miseducation. When you're telling somebody half of the story and you're lying to black kids about who they are, you're not telling them, you know, that they come from kings and queens. You're not telling them that they're Native American, that they're indigenous people that were here before Columbus.